One of the main challenges that dads have all the time is mental overload. There's so much going on all of the time. I've got to pick up the kids here. I've got to run and grab that for dinner. I need to remember to bring her swimming hat. Oh no, Lenny's antibiotics need to be bringing. Yeah, I need to put that in the fridge, then bring the car seat because the car seat in that car doesn't work. This is literally all of the things that I had to think of this morning. I had to write a list to be able to do it. Right, so this is just a normal random Monday that I'm recording this. So I get it, right? Like I understand there's lots of stuff that's floating around our heads all the time, occupying space of shit that needs to be done, right? So usually when I work with people in the system that I use is to get super clear on the actions that we want to take, right? So there's things that need done now, right? And there's things that need done a few months down the line. And we have systems and structures to help capture those that need done down the line, but we need to focus on the things that are happening now, right? Because a lot of overwhelm and procrastination comes from lack of clarity. It comes from a lack of, this is what I should be doing. These are the actions that I'm taking, right down to being incredibly specific. Okay. So we've got like some kind of objective. We've got some kind of outcome that we want. We have a hypothesis why we get there, and we have to take lots of deliberate action to actually get to that outcome, right? But when we have that clarity, when we know what we're doing, what action we want to take, then I always talk about systems, right? So like, what is the system that helps me do the thing that makes action easy, right? Because the only way to actually create the life that we want, the only way that we can show up for everyone and everything that matters is by taking lots of deliberate action aligned to our goals. And that's how you're going to feel good about yourself, right? You do the things that you say you're going to do. So we go like, what is the system, right? What is the system to do it? And, you know, some of the, like when I say systems, sometimes this sounds really complicated, but today it was like that list of things that I not talked about earlier, list of things that I ticked off was I wrote it down on a Post-it. That was my system. I wrote it down on a Post-it on the kitchen side over there. So then when I came down in the morning, let's really stand a bit less close to these leaves. When I came down in the morning, it was sitting right there in front of me. So I wasn't going to miss it when I had my cup of tea. System, easy system. And those systems are great, right? Like I work with people all the time in these systems going, what is the trigger? How can we find the thing that will make you look, and then you'll create the system. This is something I work on with dads all the time. So what is the system to make action super easy, right? Instead of, I don't know what I'm doing, massive overwhelm in my head, I don't know when I'm doing it, I don't know how I'm going to get to this, to these are the things that I'm doing, and here's the system of how I'm doing it. Okay, simple. But the thing I was thinking about the other day is almost the reverse of that, right? So to create these strong habits or muscles, we create systems to make the action easy. But what we want to do on the flip side for the bad habits, for the things that you don't want to do anymore, for the fat that you want to cut, we want to create systems to stop bad habits, right? Like to prevent the things that you don't want to happen. And a lot of the time, like when I'm thinking about this with guys, and when I'm thinking about it with myself as well, to be honest, loads of it's around your phone, right? Loads of it's around your phone. Spending too much on Instagram, scrolling too much, like on your phone when you're having dinner with your wife or playing with your kids, or when you're doing bedtime or you're doing bath time, just having a little look here and replying to an email there and just responding to that Slack message there so you don't have to do it later. But then you get really annoyed and upset with yourself, right? And you're really pissed off that you haven't actually spent the time and did the things that you said you were going to do. So we go like, what is the system to stop me doing this thing? What is the system to stop this bad habit? And one of the things with phones, it's easier to create a physical barrier, right? That's the most effective system usually. So someone much smarter than you and much smarter than me came up with all the notifications, came up with all these apps, came up with the ideas of keeping us on there, right? Like the Netflix play next button, the YouTube thing, the next reel nailed on your algorithmic taste. Right? So you don't have the willpower to actually stop doing that. So then we go, what is the system to stop you doing it? If you've identified a problem, if you identified a habit that you want to stop, it's your responsibility to go, what is the system that's going to stop me getting there? So again, with your phone, like loads of my clients do this one thing, one simple thing when they come home from work or their kids come back from nursery or school is they put their phone away. They stick it outside of the room. You know, some people put it in a kitchen cupboard. Some people charge it upstairs. I just throw mine on the side over there. And I don't look at it again until my kids are in bed. So I've defined my expectations. I've identified this habit. I go like, what makes me a good dad? What is stopping me carrying out this? So the outcome that I want is to feel like I'm a good dad, to show up fully, to be present when my kids are at home for those few hours a day. The habit that's stopping me doing that is addiction to my phone, right? Scrolling on Instagram, doing everything that I mentioned before. So then we go, what is the habit or what is the system for me to be able to stop doing that is physically do not let yourself do that. So put your phone somewhere else. And that's it, right? So I would invite you to do that for one. And if there's other bad habits that are stopping you getting towards the goals that you want or the life that you want, then go, what is the system for me to be able to stop that? If it's a bad habit, we go like, what system will make action really hard? Like, how will this make it difficult? And you'd be surprised with putting your phone over the other side of the room. You will not go and get it because you won't be arsed, right? So what is the system that makes action that you don't want to do really difficult? So I hope you enjoyed this. Share it with friends, subscribe, and check the description below for some free tools, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers.